This is reposted.
Did you know that IBM, the computer company, stands for International Business Machines? I didn't know that.
I did.
You did know that. They were founded in 1911, and our idea today comes from their CEO from 1914 to 1956, Thomas J. Watson. He says, "Don't make friends who you are comfortable with. Make friends who will force you to lever yourself up."
I've met Watson before.
You met Watson?
Yeah, he's like the computer guy. He played me at chess once.
Oh, how'd you do?
Watson beat me.
Okay. I played Deep Blue and I won. What do you think about this? I don't know if I fully agree with it, but I'm interested to talk about it. Maybe you can change my mind.
Oh, this is such a great quote. You know why I love this quote? Because you know who one of Thomas Watson's friends was?
Charlie Chaplin.
No, Hitler.
What?
Yeah, that's not a joke. He actually won the Order of the German Eagle from Hitler. He was trying to do business with Germany, and one of his friends was Hitler.
Oh, man. Maybe we should find people who make us neutral. I don't want to be like that.
I mean, that's what I just love the context of him saying like this great quote about friendships, and his friend was Hitler. Like, what judge of character is Thomas Watson?
Right. He's like, listen to what I have to say, but don't follow my actions.
Here's what I think about. Let's just put that aside that he was friends with Hitler. But I love when famous people give quotes about friendships because I'm convinced you can't be a really successful business person and have great friends. Because if you're really working hard, you have no time for friendships. Like, friendships take time to cultivate. You don't have good friends unless you spend time with people. And most of the hardcore business people are working all the time to have friendships.
Right. I think this quote, you have to look at it and compartmentalize it. Probably like Jeff Bezos probably doesn't have that many close friends because or Elon Musk is sleeping on the floor of the Tesla assembly line. But with the way I apply it to my life is you don't want to be around people who play video games all the time or who just like have Pizza Hut every afternoon.
But wait a minute. I like those guys.
You like this guy. So, well, it's a fun thing to do, but I think rising tide raises all ships. Is that how that goes? But, like, if you're around people who are always starting new things and coming up with ideas or just being driven, you're more likely to do that as opposed to being around people who are complaining all the time or saying the world's out to get me. So I think it's important to think about it. I don't think it applies for becoming more successful in business.
I really believe this. I think my greatest accomplishment in life is having really good friends. Like, I really feel like you, for instance, and Kirk, and I am the luckiest guy in the world because I have the best friends. And I think they're not necessarily all successful in business, which they are, but they're just really authentic, great people. That's why I feel like to get to know someone like that, you have to spend time with them. And I do like this quote in that if you're around better people, you yourself will become a better person.
Yeah, and also everyone defines success differently. Just because you're successful in business or your bank account has 3 commas and it doesn't mean you're necessarily successful. Like just like being able to spend time with someone who genuinely cares about you. Like you say, you always asking questions is the most important thing to do. And maybe that's why you're so successful.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much. No, I think when you're around a friend or someone long enough, their passion rubs off on you, right? Like if someone cares about social justice, one of your friends, eventually if you're around enough, that's going to rub off. It just has to rub off on you.
Right. The positive and positive. It makes me think about, we had Will Hines as a guest a week or two ago, and he was talking about how his roommate just like will randomly be like, "Hey, how was your audition?" He's like, "You did great." And I think he's levering himself up. It's not saying, "Hey, get out there and start a new company," or I mean, sometimes it is that, but it's something as simple as, are people propping you up or people being supportive?
My little crew of people my friends here that I hang out with in San Francisco, there's no like CEOs in the crew. There's no, there's some VPs. There's, Uncle Kirk does really well. He runs a company, but whatever. But there's no like someone who's going to become the next president of the United States. But back in the day, there was a person. I'm going to name drop a little here. His name is Gideon Yu. He was like number 3 employee of YouTube. went on to become CEO of the 49ers. He was like employee number 6 or something at Facebook, whatever the case is. He literally came into this crew and like immediately did a U-turn. Like he came in and met everybody, and then he's like, I'm out of here.
Does that say something about him, or does it say something about you?
I honestly, I think it's both. Like, he's like, like some people just can't handle friendships, right? They'd rather just work and not have relationships and do the busy work and be successful. Whereas like maybe he thought we were all ordering Pizza Hut in the afternoons.
Yeah. This might be a different show, but do you think you can be uber successful and start new friendships? I think I would always be worried that people I met after I made it, or like there's always a different angle. I think there's something.
I feel like what you're trying to say is when you become a big time actor and get in the next Star Wars movie,
yeah,
are these people that are going to be hangers on? Do they like you? Are they your entourage, or what's their real motives?
I like how you didn't answer my question. If you guys,
no. Here's the deal. I really want to reiterate this. I don't think Ryan Seacrest has any friends. He has too many jobs.
He works a lot.
He just works like. If you want to have a good friend, you got to be around him. That's it. I think, and I feel bad for Ryan Seacrest because he's got no friends.
I feel bad for Ryan Seacrest because he's the reason Keeping Up with the Kardashians exists. He created that show, and hey, we're in the situation we're in now because of him.
Hashtag pray for Kanye, bro. Pray for Kanye.
If you have a post you'd like us to further explore, please reach out. You can find us at Reposted Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I'm Andrew Keller for Ryan Seacrest saying thanks for stopping by.